Okay, time for part 4 of family favorites for our smoothies. Now, this one is my favorite. So I just named this my morning go-to because I have those days where I go to work in the morning and I know there are 2 days of my week where I specifically am in meetings from 10 until 2. And there's not a lunch break. So for whatever reason, that's just how it's organized. So on those days, I try to make sure that I have something coming with me that is going to give me the nutrients that I need, and also to kind of fill me up so my stomach doesn't growl during those meetings, because I hate when that happens. You've all been there, quiet, and all of a sudden it's rumbling. Ugh, not my favorite. So I try to get everything I can in here, and I double the vegetables. So from what we've seen, my dad's and my mom and dad's, the first one, they had spinach. My sister had kale. I guess she tossed an avocado in there too. But I do spinach and cucumbers. So the first thing I do is 1 cup of cucumbers. Now, today as I prepped, I did peel my cucumbers because sometimes cucumber peel can be very chunky. Sometimes I peel them, sometimes I don't. It really depends what my morning's looking like, if I have time to. So this is 1 cup of cucumber, and I just cut it up and pop it in there. And then I take my spinach and my trusty 2-cup measure. And again, all you have to do with spinach, I don't really even chop it. I just take, and again, sometimes I don't even use my trusty 2-cup measure because it's basically 2 handfuls. And the more you do it, the more, like I've said, smoothies, there's no rules, there's no laws, just kind of go for it. So then put this in here, get that in there. I like to, again, add some antioxidants, some good fruit in there, some good fiber. So I use 1/2 cup of frozen blueberries, just frozen ones. Pour them in, just about 1/2 cup. Again, it's not exact. If somebody who's relatively borderline OCD like me can handle it, we should all be fine. So 1/2 cup of that. Then I use, again, my bananas that I peel and freeze. And I just use 1/2 banana for a little more frozen part of it and to get that sweetness in there, because it does taste pretty good. Then the other frozen aspect that I use is frozen pineapple. Now, pineapple has that manganese, which is that mineral that our bodies need to kind of keep ourselves going for maintenance. It's got fiber, it's got vitamin B6, it's got iron. Plus I love how it tastes. So I put in about 1 cup. So might be a little bit more than 1 cup, but about 1 cup. And then I just kind of mush, I just kind of get that down in there. So then I use the liquid. Now I've tried different liquids with mine. I stay away from dairy for the most part. Again, personal thing. So I've tried almond milk, I've tried regular almond milk, vanilla almond milk, and honestly, I can't taste a difference. So I was talking with my sister one day and she's like, just use water. We need to drink 8 cups of water, which is 64 ounces a day. In a perfect world, that's what you should drink. So why not get that as part of my smoothie too? So I put 1.5 cups of water. So again, I just use this. I'm just gonna step over here to this sink and get about 1.5 cups. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can always add or take away, not take away, but you can always add more if you need a little more kind of, a little less chunkiness in your smoothie. So then the last 2 things that I use are ingredients I have not yet used today. So I put in protein powder. So for me, to get through the day, I know that I need to focus on getting my fruits and vegetables, and I know that I need protein. I'm a carb girl, so I'll eat carb stuff before I will eat protein and vegetables. So that's why in this smoothie, it makes me feel so good about myself, because I'm getting 2 cups of spinach, cup of cucumbers, all this fruit. So then I put in, and this is just a basic, any brand you want, vanilla protein powder. I do not recommend, I'm a chocolate girl, I do not recommend chocolate in this. The vanilla with the cucumber and the banana is a very good flavor. So I just kind of sprinkle that in there. And then the next thing that I use is this flax chia hemp seed mixture. So this has more fiber and just all the different, so many nutrients that you can get from these seeds. It's good for your heart. It's the whole seed, so you get that fiber in there. You get it going through your body. There are a lot of things that tout like each one of these seeds, but this mix, got it at Walmart, all 3 of them together. So I just put 2 tablespoons. And I don't know if I mentioned that protein powder, that was 3 tablespoons. So I just put 2 tablespoons of this in here to get just all that extra fiber to help keep you moving through the day. There's protein in this. There's just, I don't know what's not in there. It's fantastic. So we put this, close that side. So a lot of ingredients in this one, but if you I do it so much that it's kind of second nature. So, and again, it'll be all printed, so you can look at it if you want. And you can adjust whatever you want. If you don't like whatever, don't do it. My husband hates the seed thing because he says when he drinks it, he feels like there's like tapioca, like, that tapioca pudding. But I love tapioca pudding. I love that feeling. So there is that. All right, so this one is going to take longer to blend than the other ones. So we'll do it in shorter bursts, but I'm going to start with the crush just to kind of get it down there a little bit. So this one, again, has that color, and it's 100% because we've all seen what I put in there from the blueberries. So there have been times where we have been out of blueberries, so I've substituted frozen raspberries or frozen strawberries or just extra pineapple. If you just do the pineapple and you don't put in something with color like blueberries or raspberries or strawberries, it looks much more green. So if you're trying to get vegetables past somebody who doesn't want green, put in blueberries or raspberries or strawberries because they will make it look pretty. So a little tip for if you ever have to sneak vegetables into someone. So I'm gonna get this, it's looking good, but it's still a little chunky, so I'm gonna blend it just a little bit more. I'm just gonna stop this, and I don't know if you can see, but when you look on the outside of your blender, if you start to see like it's kind of going like this, that means that it's getting to a drinkable state. And then when you let it sit for a second, so sometimes in the morning I'll blend and then I'll just go put my bag together, find my cell phone, my iPad, and I'll let it all the stuff just drip down the sides, and then do one final blend. We'll let that sink down, and I'm going to grab my cup out of here. Make sure we turn that off. And then here comes this. And this one, this is my favorite. This I drink literally all the time. So this is my go-to smoothie. And you really can taste the protein powder does give it that vanilla-y flavor. So if you don't like that, make sure you stay away from that. They do have protein powder that's unflavored, if that's something, or if you get enough protein, you don't have to worry about it. It's completely, again, no rules for smoothies. Just do what you want. But I love this. The cucumbers and the vanilla and the banana, to me, that's I don't know, it's a fabulous taste combination. So I hope you've enjoyed this, sponsored by LMHF, the family favorites for smoothies. I have a feeling I will be doing some more smoothies at some point because there's so many more that we use that I want to share with you. But I hope you've enjoyed my family favorites. We have the berry coconut from my parents in Michigan, the Cali Girl green one from my sister in California, the Fruity Blast from right here, my stepdaughter here in Buffalo, and then my morning go-to because since I'm spending time doing smoothies, I wanted to share it with you. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks.